Unusual situation on Saturday, Dennis. Should that game have been started in the first place?
That's the question always is in hindsight, that you can either listen to somebody who pays millions and millions of pounds on weather systems, organisation and planning. Airports are closing, runways, amber warnings are all over the place, do not travel, and then you're told to make the best attempt to get over the Pennines. So it's, yeah, we got there and it was all right actually. It wasn't too bad. We had some snow flurries on the way over, but it was always scheduled to come in about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and when it did, yeah, it was a strange one that we even stepped on the field. I was really surprised that the match commissioner allowed it to even start.
Did you glean anything from those 27 minutes in those conditions, Dennis?
No, couldn't see the game. Like I say, it's hard enough running around when it's raining, never mind running around when snow's hitting in the face. And I think the referee made a really good call. Like, if anything, like he probably could have called it a bit sooner. I think it was just, but it wasn't clear and it wasn't going away. Like I say, it was coming in and got stopping for 5 minutes and then coming in for 20 minutes. It was no good for the people there stood there watching as well. I couldn't see where I was stood. It's hard to pick out anything. What do you say to the players? And you can't even see the game while they're out there playing, and you can't feel their hands. The snow's coming down and laying it inches at a time. It's a tough one, really. Yeah. But sometimes you probably got to take a chance and listen to the weather warnings.
I suppose the worst thing that could happen is if you picked up any injuries in that half an hour or so. Did you?
No, we seem all right. No, we're all right. Yeah, I don't think the game got quick enough, really, or even hard enough to. Like I said, people couldn't run, you couldn't see. It was the wrong thing to do.
Have you had any preliminary discussions about the replay?
No,
we've not. Any thoughts about it?
Not had a discussion or spoke about it yet. I'll sit down with James and we'll look at our schedule and see exactly when that game can be played and when the window appears. It's not really down to us either. It's down to Wakefield and when it's their home game. They've got to find the spot and schedule it into their plans.
So you've got a Thursday game now, Salford. According to what we're hearing, there's a bit of a problem or two for them off the field, but they didn't show it on the weekend, did they?
No, I think that's been, the rumours have been behind Salford for the last couple of years. I think last year those rumours were still circulating about what Marwan was going to do and where he was going to be at the end of the year, and they've been there for the last few years, but they seem to have always been able to fight through that adversity. I think the coach does a fantastic job. You don't get enough credit for how tough it's been there, from winning that £1 million game and how hard it is to coach a side in that environment, to then taking them forward last year and the quality of play that they showed at times, and then digging in and going again this year with all the rumours still flying around. But they'll be tough to beat. They always are. They seem to have the wood on us at the moment. Last couple of years, I think the first few years we had a bit of a rub on them, and then the last couple of years they've had a bit of a rub on us. So hopefully we can turn that around on Thursday night.
They lost Arthur O'Brien, as we all know, but there's still some good individual players in that Salford team.
I think when you look at Tompkins and the hooker and Robert Louis and Avelds and Johnson on the wings, it's a dangerous side. Josh Jones is a very dangerous forward. Walaraki's still got something in his legs, and like Tazi and Kopchak are really strong forwards, and it's a good side. So, like I say, if they stay healthy and they can keep people on the field, they're a good looking side. Like I say, Robert Louis can open up a side out of nothing. He's a real dangerous rugby league player.
Looking at your own side, the side you selected for the Wakefield game, first of all, you picked Danny Craven alongside Joe Miller in the halves.
Yep.
Was that a tactical decision as much as anything?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we just needed to get Danny's foot on the ball, really. His left foot's really important to us. I think it was also, he's been waiting for the opportunity to get into the side. Reece has been playing particularly well. The choices for Danny are full back and half at the moment. Like I say, he's played a little bit of 9, but we've got an abundance of those. And just to get him on the field, defensively he's very strong, and he's a dangerous player with the ball in hand. So it's just a little bit of rotation through the team just to give those players. We've got a really tough month. When you look at us playing 4 games within a 2-week period, at Warrington, St Helens, Hull KR and Hull games are going to come thick and fast, and we'll need to use our squad properly.
He didn't get that much of a goal, did he, because of what happened? So is he going to stick with Danny for this Thursday's game?
At the moment, yeah, I'd like to say I can't see the side's not going to change. I think it was a side that wanted to play away at Wakefield on Saturday afternoon, and I think it's still, in my mind, it's still the side that I think we can put out on here to give us a good performance.
you're missing quite a few of what you might call regular front rowers. Any one suspended, a few injured. Are you still in that situation?
Well, hopefully, again, like I say, I always seem to be saying hopefully, but the physios and the medical department now pushing players back towards me, so which is a pretty positive thing. Like I say, we always wanted to this year make sure that we didn't use anybody too quickly, because I think that's where we hurt ourselves for long periods last year. We got people back on the field before they'd had any kind of volume of training back into them or tested themselves on the training field, and we ended up losing them for another long period of time. So with Gil Dudson and Alex Gerrard and Lloyd White, they've had some good volume, they're ready to go, and hopefully I should get them over Easter. So I'm hopeful that they'll be up for selection leading into the Warrington game, and after that then obviously available for St Helens, OKR and Hull.
You often mention about trying to make your home ground in particular a fortress. You lost 2 so far this year. It's important that you get back on the horse this week.
Thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah, so I didn't know that. But no, yeah, we've played really well here. It's one of those kind of, like I said, apart from the conditions of the last couple of weeks, and we didn't play badly against Huddersfield. We just failed to keep hold of the ball, and then lost a player to a sending off that was quite painful for us. But we've been playing pretty well here. Like I say, the hard thing now is to turn those good performances into points, and to get the wins that we're looking for. And they've got to start at home. I think we've got to go into this game believing that we can put a real good performance in and get a real good, strong win.
I presume, by the way, the obvious thing is that I presume Albert's suspension, Glenton Albert's suspension now has been pushed forward.
Oh well, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I'm hoping that 20 minutes was enough. We'll see how the RFL respond to that. I think if it's a non-fixture, it's a non-fixture. I think that's what it'll go down as. It'll go down as a non-fixture. I'd like it to be a fixture in regards to Wellington, but I can't see it being.
Cup draw Tuesday, Dennis. You've probably not been thinking about it that much, but is the cup still a big thing for Widnes with what's happening in the Super League?
Of course it is. Yeah, it's like I say, it's exciting. It's one of those things where you look forward to try and get a good cup run, get a decent draw early, and get yourself on those. Like I say, the nice thing about the cup at the moment is that, like I say, it falls on some proper weekends. You don't have to double up games. So we've got some free weekends in there, so it's not like we're putting ourselves under a lot of pressure. And it's exciting to be involved in the Challenge Cup. You know, that's where it's just like a loser leaves the room kind of mentality, which is always nice to carry in some weeks.
In terms of the draw, if you could pick your own out, I presume the lowest ranked team at home would be the thing, wouldn't it?
A home draw, I'd always can't wish for anybody really, but what you can do is you can hope that you come out of the hat first, and that's what all I ever think about when we look at the draw is get us out first, get us at home, and then see what happens after that.